I work as a senior inside executive at the UK. I'm from Switzerland and France. So I was born and raised in Switzerland, but have both nationalities. I studied brand strategy in Paris, and as part of my second year internship, I really wanted a work experience in an English-speaking country. So I came to London, did a 2-month internship, and literally loved the city straight away. I thought the minds were so open, everybody was so friendly. I really liked the fact that it was very dynamic, non-stop moving like Paris, but it was really friendly and approachable people and open minds like in Switzerland. I think that London, within Europe, it's a market that's so ahead in terms of the industry. It's so innovative, so disruptive. Yeah. And I think that after the States, it's the second biggest market in the world, and it's so ahead. It's literally that hub between European and the US market. So I thought that it was the best place to start my career, really, start in that dynamic and innovative environment. I'm speaking for Paris because that's where I studied. I think that it is a very closed circle, so it's either you've studied that type of things, you fall within that department, so you can get a job in these departments, but you can't really move around. Whereas in here, you could have had a law degree and work in a media agency without any problem, because people see beyond just your degree to see what you can bring to the company. Because it's such a diverse city, you learn so much about other societies and like other cultures, much more than any other city in the world, because you're in contact with so many different types of people, so many different types of personalities. And I think that's just a great way to learn. I mean, I work in inside, so my passion is understanding people. So it's really fascinating to try to understand all of these different people that London has. I think it's more on an emotional level. We live in the London bubble, so we're really embracing that diversity. We're used to people accepting us for the fact that we're coming from other countries. So I think it came as a shock. It was so unexpected that to feel a bit rejected, to feel that people didn't want us anymore, that they didn't want to be part of that European Union anymore. So it was more on a personal level. Then I think that in terms of administration and visas and things like that, we'll see what happens. But yeah, it was a little bit of a shock, to be honest. On the middle term, I would still need to come at some point. I think that it's the best place to learn when we're in Europe. But I think that on the longer term, it may start to pose problems. I don't think we've seen the consequences yet in terms of applying for jobs or even how the culture has changed. But I feel that in 5-10 years, they may start changing, and that's when I would reconsider that option. People will feel less welcome, so why would you come to a place where your culture used to be embraced and when people don't really like your culture anymore? And then there's that whole administration thing. I mean, I would love to go and work in New York, but it's so complicated to get green cards or Australia and things like that. So you know you're going for 1 year and then it's really hard to stay. So London, I think, will become like that if we need visas or things like that. Well, we're in a creative industry, so our job is to innovate and disrupt and do things differently. And I think that's only possible when you've got different types of minds and people that have different experiences. You need people that are going to challenge what you know and what you think to be able to progress and do things that are different than anyone else. And I think that's what does the strength of London and media and these companies, because people are so different, so they constantly challenge each other and bring new perceptions to things. Will lose its innovation and creativity. It will completely lose that, and I think it will just become like boring French adverts and just like very classic and safe things. They're very safe. They're not disruptive. They're not creative. They're literally just sticking to. It's almost like product claims rather than really creativity. They haven't embraced, and I think quite a lot of European countries are not there yet. I think it's not even linked to nationalities, it's linked to the culture, which means they embrace differences. So differences of degrees, differences of experience, differences of background, and that means that people can really work together, challenge each other and be complementary rather than just all follow the same lines.